Now we are going to study March 2018 exam question 2. Which questions we are going to study? March 2018 exam question 2. Okay. Now guys, try to see the scenario, what the question want to say. Try to see the scenario. We have a block whose mass is how much? We have a block whose mass is how much? 250 kg on a plane inclined at 45 degree. So we have a block whose mass is how much? 250 kg. Okay, try to see the point here. On a plane inclined at 45 degree, a force F is applied horizontally. Here we are applying a force F horizontal. So there is one horizontal force. It is given in the drawing. Okay. Now what they have given us in the question. Okay. F horizontally as shown in figure question 2. Why they are saying figure question 2? Because in March 2018 it was a question, so that's why they are saying figure question 2. Okay, so in the figure they have given us a horizontal force applied horizontally as shown in figure. The coefficient of friction between the block and the plane is what? 0.3. So mu is equal to how much, guys? 0.3. Now what is our target here? Try to see the scenario here. What we have to find out in A part? We have to find out the value of F. See the point here. What is our target in A part? We have to find out the value of F required to just to start the move the. See the point wording. I am going to read properly. We have to find out value of F required to just start to move. Just start. See the point. Just required to just start to move the block of the plane with a constant velocity. So we have to find out what in A part, what is our target? We have to find out value of F. What we have to find out, guys? We have to find out value of F. What we have to find out? We have to find out value of F. For what purpose? What is our target? For what purpose we have to find out value of F? To move the block of the plane. Okay? For what purpose, guys? We have to move the block of the plane. That is what our target in A part. So in A part, what we have to find out? We have to find out the value of F. See the point here. In A part, what is our target? We have to find out the value of F required to just to start the move the block of the plane. How we have to move the block of the plane? With a constant velocity. Whenever they are saying constant velocity, it means what? It is in equilibrium, and it is in equilibrium means what? Okay. Net resultant force on that system is what, guys? 0. See the point here. Okay. So now here they have given us a block. See the point here. So this is what our plane. That plane is making angle how much with the horizontal? This is what our horizontal line. This is what a horizontal. With respect to horizontal, how much is the angle? With respect to horizontal, how much is the angle, guys? 45 degree. 45 degree. Okay, very good. This angle is how much? 45 degree. On that plane, there is a block whose mass is how much? 250 kg. So here is a block whose mass is how much? 250 kg. So mass is 250 kg means what? How much is the weight of the block? How much will be the weight? Weight will be what? 250 g. And how will be the weight act? Weight always acts vertically downward. Okay. So see the point of vertically downward. Okay. Then they have given us a horizontal force F. They have given us what? A horizontal force F. Okay. We have to find out what horizontal force F. For that purpose, for what purpose? How will be the motion? Motion is what? How is the motion here in this scenario? How is the motion? Motion is what? Motion is up the plane. How is the motion, guys? Up the plane. Okay. If the motion is upward, how is the friction force? If the motion is upward, how is the friction force? Friction force is what? Downward along the plane. Opposite to the motion. Very good. What is the friction force? Friction force is what? Opposite to the motion. See the point here. So this is what? This will be what our? See, this is visible to you, everyone. So this will be what? Friction force means Fr. Okay. There will be what, guys? There will be what? This will be what? Normal reaction. And how is the normal reaction? Normal reaction is always what? Perpendicular to what? Perpendicular to the plane. Okay, this is water plane. Now, here how many forces with us in here? In this scenario, how many forces with us here? Now, how many forces with us here in this scenario? 4 forces. First, second, third, four forces. But what we are going to do? Now, is this system coplanar or non-coplanar? Coplanar. Because all forces are in same plane. And our assumption is what? We are assuming it is as a concurrent. Our assumption is that it is concurrent. Why it is concurrent we are assuming? Because we are considering the size of object is what? Very, very small. And as compared to size, if the size of object is very, very small, then what will happen, guys? If the size of object is very, very small, what will happen? Okay, we can consider that system as what? What we can consider? We can consider that system as what? Concurrent system we can consider. Okay, good. Now, basically there are 4 forces. But what we are going to do? We are going to replace this Fr and Rn by what? By which force we are replacing this Fr and Rn? By their resultant reaction. By what, guys? Resultant reaction, and resultant reaction, for that purpose we are going to make a rectangle. And this resultant reaction is what? This resultant reaction is visible to everyone properly. See, this resultant reaction is what? Our R. And R is making how much angle with Rn? This R is making how much angle with Rn? Phi. How much angle, guys? Phi. And what is the meaning of phi? Phi means what? Angle of friction. What is the meaning of phi? Phi means angle of friction. And how to calculate phi? We studied these things in our theory of this chapter. So mu is equal to what, guys? Tan phi. So phi is equal to what? Phi will be equal to what? Tan inverse of mu. So phi will be equal to what? See the point here, huh? See the scenario. So phi will be equal to what? How much will be the value of mu? So mu is how much? 0.3. So tan inverse of 0.3. So everyone, please do the calculation and tell me the value of phi. Everyone, please do the calculation. And tan inverse of 0.3. Everyone, please do the calculation. Okay, 16.7 degree. Okay, very good. Okay, so we got the value of phi. Now try to see the scenario here. What the question? Okay, so we got it what, guys? So at the end, there are how many forces with us? So initially 4 forces, but we replace these 2 forces by 1. So at the end, how many forces with us? 3 forces. F, 250G, and then R stand for resultant reaction. So here I am going to draw one dotted vertical line. This is a vertical line. See the point here, everyone. This is what our vertical line. This vertical line, angle between Rn and vertical is how much? What will be this angle, guys? What will be this angle? Everyone, try to see the scenario. See, same 45 degree. Okay, same 45 degree. Okay, good. So here this system is what? What about this system? What is the speciality of this system, guys? What is the speciality of this system? This system is what? Finally, there are 3 forces. All 3 forces are coplanar and concurrent. And if coplanar, concurrent, 3-force system is in equilibrium, what they will do? If coplanar, concurrent, 3-force system is in equilibrium, what they will do? They will form a what? They will form a closed triangle. What they will do? These 3 forces will form a, means 250G, R and F. What will they do? They will form a what? Closed triangle. And how to make the closed triangle? See the point here. So we will start with our reference. What is our reference? What is our reference? Is what? First of all, what we are going to draw? For our reference, what we are going to draw here? That is what? Here, this is what? 250G. This is what, guys? 250G. Okay, everyone getting my point? This is what? 250G. Okay, good. This is 250G. Then, this is what? Okay. Then, where our 250G ended, from that point we can draw what? Our R. R, what is the angle of R with respect to vertical? What is the angle of R with respect to vertical here in this scenario? No, see the point here. It is not a 16.7 with the vertical 45 plus 5. Okay, see the point here. So this is what our R, okay. This R angle, this angle is of R, angle of R with respect to vertical is what, guys? Angle of R with respect to vertical will be what? 45 plus 5. What will be that angle? 45 plus 5. And then this will be what, guys? See, this will be what? Our F, horizontal force. Okay, see the scenario here. And this F is what? Perpendicular to the 250G, because F is horizontal, 250G is vertical. And what is the name of this drawing? What we will say this as a? What is the name of this drawing? We will say it as a force vector diagram. Oh, okay, very good. Force vector diagram. Okay, what is the name of this drawing? Force vector diagram. Okay. Now what is our target? We have to find out the value of F to move the block up the plane. Okay. Okay. So we have seen such type of question earlier. Okay. So try to see the scenario. This is a right angle triangle. We have to find out F. Yes, we can measure it, but we will prefer analytically as compared to graphically. We can measure it also, no problem, but taking very small angle 16.7, that may lead to complications. Instead of that, we will prefer analytically. Okay? Okay. In mechanics, rarely we use graphical. Means you can use graphical also, no problem for me. Okay, no problem for examiner. But it is always better to, if you are good with analytical things, graphical give you approximate result. But analytical give you exact results. So we always prefer, instead of graphical, we will prefer analytical. Means you can draw this drawing graphically also, no problem. But instead of that, analytical is a better way. Okay, now try to see the scenario. So this is what our opposite side, this is what our adjacent side. Opposite by adjacent is what? Tan. So tan of, see the point here, tan of 45 plus 5. Tan of what, guys? 45 plus 5 is what? Opposite was F divided by adjacent is what? 250G. So F will be equal to what? 250G into tan of what? 45 plus 5. Okay. So F, see the scenario here. 250. G is what? 9.81. Tan of what? 45 plus 5 is how much, guys? 16.7. So F will be equal to what? Please everyone do the calculation and tell me the value of F. Okay, what is the value of F we are getting? $4,554.7867. What will be the unit of F, guys? Units are very important. First thing, drawings. Second thing, unit in mechanics. Not only in mechanics, in any subject. So unit will be what, guys? Newton. Okay. 7868 Newton. Okay. So this is our answer of A part. Okay. Any doubt in this discussion, guys? Everyone is getting my point? So first of all, write down these things. First of all, what you have to do? You have to write down these things. Okay. After completion of these things, write down the target of A part. Target of A part after this one. Okay. Draw this drawing, force vector diagram, and then complete this point. Okay. See the point? First of all, write down these given things up to 5. Then this drawing. After that, this drawing. And then this drawing. Okay. Go in this way. Okay. Everyone. Now everyone try to read the part B carefully. Part B is very important to us. Take a 2 to 3 minutes or take a 1 minute and try to read the part B. What is they are saying in the part B? See, I am going to read the part B. What they are saying? The value of F required to hold the block stationary on the plane. In part B, this is what our block. In part A, our target was we have to move the block up the plane. In part B, what was our target? In part B, what was our target? We have to find out the value of F to move the block up the plane. In part A, what was our target? In part A, what was our target? We have to find out the value of F to move the block in up the plane. That was our target in part A. But in part B, what is our target? In part B, what is our target? We have to find out the value of F. What is our target in part B? We have to find out value of F to hold the block stationary. What is the meaning of to hold the block stationary? Suppose, just imagine that we remove this force F. Just assume that we remove this force F. After removal of this force F, what will happen? After removal of this force F, what will happen, guys? After removal of this force F, what will happen? Block will slide down. Okay. But we want to oppose that motion. To oppose that motion, what we have to do? We have to apply the force F like this. So that in B part, how is the block going to do? In B part, how is the block going to do? Block is going to move down the plane. And here we are applying a force F. So in next part, see the scenario here. Huh? Very, very interesting scenario. Drawing is also interesting. Okay. So have some patience. Try to understand the things. Try to draw the bigger drawings. Here in B part, drawing is very, very important. Huh? Because A part drawing is very, very simple. But B part drawing is little bit complicated. Not a simple drawing. It is also simple drawing. It is not that much complicated. But if you are good with basics, then this drawing will be not that much difficult. So in B part, see the point here. What is our target in B part? What we have to find out? We have to find out again F. But in this scenario, for which purpose we have to find out F? The value of F to require to hold the block stationary on the plane. To hold the block. Okay, what is our target? We have to hold the block. Now, what is the meaning of hold the block? What is the meaning of to hold the block? See the point here. This is what our inclined plane. See the point, huh? I'm going to draw a little bit bigger angle because I needed that. Okay. See the point, everyone. Huh? Try to see the scenario. So here we have what, guys? This is what our block. This is what our block. What will be the weight of the, what is the weight of the block? Weight of the block is what? 250 g. And weight is how it will act? Vertically downward. This is what the weight of the block. On that block, we are going to apply a force F. In this scenario, what is the target of this F? In this scenario, in part B, what is the target of F? F target is what? To hold the block. What is the meaning of hold the block? Means block try to move downward. In this scenario, what is our target? We have to, means here, see the point here. How block is going to do? Block, see the motion here. How is the motion of the block? Block try to move down the plane. But this F is going to do what? This F is going to do what? It will oppose that motion. Okay. Now, if the block going to move down, how is the friction force here? How is the friction force here? Try to see the scenario. Friction force will be what? Up the plane. See the scenario here. In earlier scenario, friction force is what? Down the plane. Because in that scenario, object is going up. But here actually object is not going down. Here object is actually not going down. But it tries to go down. What object is going to do? Due to its own weight, object try to go down. Okay, see the point here. So that's why friction is what? Up the plane. Opposite to the motion. Then there will be what, guys? Then there will be what? Normal reaction. See the point here. This is what? A normal reaction. Now see. Now I am going to draw one dotted vertical line. See the point here, everyone. Just observe this scenario. This is what our, guys, vertical. What is the angle between Rn and vertical in this case? What is the angle between Rn and vertical? This 45 degree. This angle is what, guys? 45 degree. So angle between Rn and vertical is what? This angle is what, guys? This angle is how much? 45 degree. Okay, see the point here. Now what? Now see the point here. What is the value of phi here? What is the value of phi? Phi is same, 16.7 degree, because it depends on mu. And what is this angle? This angle is what? 45 degree. Yeah? So angle between Rn and vertical is what? 45 degree. Now see. Now angle between R and Rn. What is the meaning? What is the meaning of angle between R and Rn? What is the meaning of R? What is the meaning of R, guys? R means what? Resultant reaction. And what is the angle between R and Rn? Angle between R and phi. Phi. Angle of friction, that's what we studied, phi. And its value is what in this scenario? 16.7 degree. So now next question. Angle between, see the point here. Angle between Rn and vertical. What is the angle between Rn and vertical in this scenario? What is the angle between Rn and vertical in this scenario? Rn 45 degree. Very good. This angle is what, guys? 45 degree. Okay, see the point. Okay, good. Now try to see the scenario. Now means, so in this scenario, in earlier question, I am going to draw a diagram of earlier A part also. In earlier A part. In A part, see the point. I am going to draw a diagram of A part also, so that you should not get confused with A part and this part. Okay. I am going to draw a drawing for A part. Very simple. This is what our 250G. This is what a normal reaction. Okay. Then there will be what? Force F. Okay. But here in A part, how is the scenario? In A part, how is object is going? Object is going up the plane. So that's why friction force is what? Down the plane. Motion is what in A part? Motion is what, guys? Up the plane. So how is the friction force? Friction force is what? Down the plane. See the point here. Huh? So here, this is what Rn. And then resultant reaction will be what? This will be what, guys? By this green color pen. 1 minute. This will be what, guys? This will be R. This angle is what? Phi. This angle is what? Phi. Okay. I will use black color pen that is properly visible. Okay. This angle is what? 1 minute. This angle is what? Phi. Okay. See the point here. Now I am going to draw one dotted vertical line. This angle is what? 45 degree. So that's why this angle will be also what? 45 degree. Now in this scenario, what is the angle between R and vertical? This is what? Our vertical line. So in A part, what is the angle between R and vertical? 45 plus phi. What is the angle that? 45 plus phi. See the point here. Now, but in earlier scenario, what is the R? R will be like this. In A part, this is what our drawing of A part. Huh? This is the drawing of A part. In A part, direction of R is like this. But in B part, how is the direction? In B part, how is the direction of R? R is what, guys? See, here, what will be the scenario? Here earlier, R is going like this. But here, it should be like this because here, FR in this way. So, how to get the direction? For that purpose, see. What we are going to do? We are going to form what, guys? A rectangle. See the point here. Huh? Here what we are going to do? We are going to form a rectangle. And this is what our R. See, this is visible to everyone properly. This is what our R. Okay. So this angle, see. This angle will be what, guys? This angle will be what? Phi. And in this scenario, what is the value of phi? 16.7 degree. Okay, and see, what will be the complete angle? This angle, what will be this angle? What will be this angle, guys? 45 degree. Okay, good. This angle is what? 45 degree. Okay, see the point here. Means in this scenario, our R is in between. Earlier, R is, see, earlier question, in A part, R is how? See the scenario. Angle between R and vertical is how much? 45 plus phi. Okay. What is the angle between R and vertical? 45 plus pi. But in this scenario, what is the angle between R and vertical? What is the angle between R? R means resultant reaction, vertical. What will be the angle between R and vertical? Observe this drawing and try to tell me the answer. Yes, 45 minus pi. Very good. So angle between R and pi is what? 45 minus pi. So what will be this angle, guys? See, R and vertical is how much? In this scenario, 45 minus pi. In A part, what is the angle between R and vertical? 45 plus pi. How we are getting 45 plus pi? And you got it. Why R is not this side? Why R is only this side? Because angle of R, that is phi, is less than 45 degree. So R must be, see the scenario. Now my point is what, guys? See, I am going to draw 1 minute. In theory, after this question, I am going to take a theory, some theory. In that theory, I am going to clear 4 cases with you. In that, I am going to explain you once again. So don't worry. So this is what our plane. This is what our plane. This is what our normal reaction. Normal reaction is what, guys? Always tangent to the plane. See the point here. Then this dotted line is what? What is this dotted line is indicating? Vertical line. Okay. But here in this scenario, now angle between R and Rn is what? Angle between R and Rn. Angle between R and Rn is what? Phi. And in this scenario, phi is what? Less than 45 degree. So that's why our R must be like this only in this scenario. Okay, guys, are you getting my point? See the point here. Okay. Sometimes in few cases, I will explain you in the theory. Next point is what that I am going to explain you 4 cases with you. Sometimes R may be like that also. Okay, guys. But here R is what? How is R? R is like this. And why R is like this here? Means angle of R is what, guys? What is the angle of R? Angle of R is what? Phi. And phi is what? Less than 45 degree. So that's why sometimes phi is greater than 40 means phi is greater than this angle of plane. Okay. So in that scenario, R will come like this. Okay. We will see that things in next theory. Okay. So you got it. How we are getting angle between R and vertical. Okay. Any doubt in this discussion? Okay, see the point here, very, very important discussion. So how we got the angle? Angle between R and vertical is how much? Angle between R and vertical is how much? 45 minus what, guys? 45 minus 5. Okay, good. So any doubt in this angle? Okay, you got this comparison, everyone? How we are getting here 45 plus 5 and how we are getting 45 minus 5? See the point here, Okay, so now try to see the scenario. Shall I rub this one? Okay, that is what A part answer. A part drawing. So we already drawn in A part. Okay. Now see the scenario here. Okay, don't worry. I am going to explain once again in the theory also. So there you will clear more things. Okay. So we got here. Now, so what is the angle between R and vertical here in this scenario? 45 minus pi. What is the angle between R and vertical? 45 minus pi. And how we are getting this angle? Anyone have any doubt this one? Okay, good. Okay, good. So guys, try to see the scenario here. Now what we are going to do? Here earlier how many forces with us? Initially 4 forces. 250 G F, this Rn and Fr. But finally how many forces with us? We replace this Rn and Fr by what? R. So at the end 3 forces. And these 3 forces is what? coplanar, concurrent, and it is in equilibrium. If coplanar, concurrent 3-4 system is in equilibrium, what will they do? They will form what, guys? Closed triangle. They will form what? Closed triangle. Okay, anyone have any doubt in this one? So they will form what, guys? Closed triangle. And what we have to do? They will form a closed triangle. So we will start with what? Our basic. First of all, what? Our standard one. 250G. Our reference. Here R is making how much angle with respect to vertical? Only what? 45 minus pi, means less than 45 degree. So here I am going to draw a little bit a smaller angle. See the point here, everyone. Very, very important discussion. So this is what our R. And what is the angle between R and 250G? 250G means what? Our vertical line. So this angle will be what, guys? What will be this angle? Everyone. What will be this angle? 45 minus, very good, 45 minus pi. See the scenario here. And then so this will be what, guys? F. This will be what? Our F. F is what? Our horizontal force. Okay. This is what? A right angle triangle. Okay. This is what? Right angle. What is the name of this figure? What is the name of this figure? Force vector diagram. What is the name of this figure? Force vector diagram. This is right angle triangle. Okay. And what we have to find out here? What we have to find out here? We have to find out F. 45 minus pi. Opposite what is what? 45 minus pi. What is opposite? F. And what is 250G? It is adjacent. What is the relation between opposite and adjacent? Tan. So tan of, see the point here. Tan of 45 minus pi will be equal to what, guys? F by what? 250G. F by what? 250G. Okay, guys, are you getting my point? So F will be equal to what? 250G into tan of 45 minus pi. Okay. Good. So F will be equal to what, guys? 250 into 9.81 into tan of, everyone try to see the scenario. 45 minus pi is how much, guys? 16.7. Okay, good. So please everyone do the calculation and tell me the answer. Everyone please do the calculation. 250 multiplied by 9.81 into tan of what? 45 minus pi is how much? 16.7. Okay. Okay, correct. 1320.5352. Unit is what, guys? Newton. What is unit? Unit is what? Newton. So we got value of what? Yeah. So this much is the force that we required to hold the block, what, guys? Stationary. Means if the force is less than this, then we are not able to hold the block. Block will go what, guys? Block will go down the plane. Okay. You got this point? You got this concept? How we are getting 45 minus pi, this angle? Okay. So first of all, guys, give the heading of B part properly. What is our target in B part? Then after that, what you have to do? Try to draw this drawing properly. Then this force vector diagram and then this. Okay. Guys, are you getting my point? Anyone have any doubt in this discussion? Okay, good. So please everyone write down all these things. Now guys, try to see the scenario here. What is our target in next part? What they are asking us in C part. Try to see the scenario. What is our target in C part? What they are asking us in C part. Okay. Okay. See, read the C part carefully. Everyone, just read the C part carefully. So, we have to find out the magnitude and direction of friction force F. Okay. We have to find out the magnitude and direction of friction force F. If F is equal to what? 1.8 kilonewton. Means in C part, they have given us a value of F. In C part, they have given us a value of F. But what we have to find out? We have to find out the friction force Fr. What we have to find out, guys? Friction force Fr. Okay. Now how to find out that one? and we will see that one also. Okay, try to see the C part. C part is again quite interesting than A part and B part. Okay, see the scenario here. So now guys, what they are asking us in C part, what we have to find out? We have to find out friction force. What we have to find out? We have to find out friction force. For what purpose? When F is what? How much value of F is given? F is what? 1.8 kilonewton. What is the meaning of 1.8 kilonewton? 1.8 kilonewton means what? 1800 Newton. So that is what the value of F they have given to us in the question. This is the value of F they have given us in the question. We have to find out what? Magnitude and direction of friction force. See, one compulsory is what? Friction force is always along the plane. Either it is downward or upward out of these two scenarios. Now guys, so what is our drawing? This is what our drawing. Okay. This angle is what? Angle with respect to horizontal is how much? 45 degree. This is what? A block. Okay, 1 minute. I am going to draw a big drawing here. We need a big drawing here. So instead of drawing on this board, I am going to draw this board. See the point here. Okay. So this is what? Our block. What is the weight of the block, guys? What is the weight of the block in this scenario? 250 g. Weight is what? 250 g. Check it once again. I may be wrong. This is what the weight of the block? 250 g. Here there is what? A force F. We are applying this F. Instead of F we can show here also. No problem. Okay. Then there will be what, guys? There will be what? A normal reaction. Normal reaction is what? Always normal to the plane. Okay, see the scenario here. Now our target is what? What we have to find out? We have to find out value of F. What we have to find out, guys? We have to find out value of F. And how to get this value of F? For that purpose, what we are going to do? Sorry, we don't have to find out value of F. What we have to find out? We have to find out friction force Fr, and for that purpose what they have given us? They have given us value of F. That is what? What is the value of F they have given us? 1800 Newton. What they have given us value of F? 1.8 kilonewton means what? 1800 Newton. Okay guys, now what is the answer of our A part, guys? Please tell me the answer of A part. Anyone? Please tell me the answer of A part. What is the answer of how much? 4554.7868 Newton. Okay. What is our answer of B part? Is it 1320.53 Newton? Okay, good. Now guys, suppose if you want to move the block up the plane, guys, see the point here. Now see I am going to draw a number line system. Okay. Suppose we want to move the block up the plane. Our value of force must be how much, guys? 4554.7868 Newton. Is it okay, guys? Means if the value of F is greater than this, if the value of F is what? Greater than this side is greater than this value, then definitely our block is going to up the plane. Now in P part, how much the value of F is we are getting? How much is the value of F we are getting? We got the value of F is how much? 1320.5352. Na? Check it once again. Is it okay? Okay, good. Okay, so suppose we want to hold the block. Okay, hold the block means what? We are not allowing, means we just want to hold the block. Means what? We don't want to move the block down the plane. If the value of F is below this one, if the value of F is what? Below this one, then compulsory what will happen? If the value of F is below this one, what will happen? What will happen, guys? Okay, slide down the slope. Okay, good. But here given F, value of given F is what? is in between these two. Now what will happen? If the value of F is below this, object going down. If the value is above this one, object go up. But this given F, this is what, 1800 Newton. 1800 Newton is what, guys? This 1800 Newton is what? What about this 1800 Newton? It is in between. Okay, correct. Okay, yes, in between. Good, very good. So what will happen in this scenario? In this scenario, object neither going up, object nor going down. Okay, are you getting my point? Object is not going up and object is not going down. Means object will stay wherever it is. But guys, I told you, in the beginning I told you, means suppose Yogesh Ulle is going to push the truck. Whatever the force Yogesh Ulle is applying, same force applied by the same friction force will develop by using summation of forces in x direction. In that scenario, story was simple. While dealing with our basic theory, we studied that point. Okay, if you remember our basic theory discussion, there was a big truck. On that big truck, I am going to push that truck. So whatever the force I am applying, same friction force we are getting, because that scenario neither about to start or not moving. See, what is the value of friction force? Fr is equal to what, guys? Mu Rn. But when we are using this relation, when we can use this relation? When object is moving or motion of the object is just about to start. See the point here. When we can use this relation? When object is moving or motion of the object is just about to start. But in this scenario, can we use this relation? Fr is equal to mu Rn? No, we can't use that relation, because we can use this relation in this region or in this region, because in both the regions object's motion is just about to start, or means at this point object motion is just about to start, or here moving. Here also object motion is what? Moving. But in this scenario, neither object is in motion or motion of the object is not about to start. Means it is remain whatever it is, whatever the force we apply in this region. So object remains stay as it is. Okay. So in this scenario, we can't apply this relation. So in this region, we can't apply this region. So don't apply Fr is equal to mu Rn for this region. Because why? Because here motion of the object, there is no motion of the object, or motion of the object is not about to start. Okay. It is in a rest stationary position, stable. Okay. So try to see the point here. Now how to deal with such type of scenario? Okay guys, are you getting my point? So here Fr is not equal to mu Rn. Okay. Here every question means three parts we are learning an important concept. In B part, we got a different diagram, different force diagram. Okay. From that we got a angle between R and Rn. That is okay, angle between. Okay, see the scenario here. So here Fr is not equal to mu Rn in this scenario. Okay. Now how to deal with such type of question? Okay, how to deal with such type of scenario? So in basic, while dealing with the theory of the chapter, we have to deal with such type of questions by taking summation of forces in x direction. But whenever here plane is what, guys? Plane is not horizontal, plane is inclined, and whenever we have a plane is inclined, in such type of scenario, what we have to do? We have to take x and y direction. X is along the plane. See the point here. What we have to do? We have to do x along the plane, and y is what, guys? Perpendicular to the plane. We studied this one in one numerical. Okay, x is along the plane, y is perpendicular to the plane. Don't worry. In after few lectures, you are going to expert in taking such type of components. Now how to take a component? Here one component is along the plane, another component is perpendicular to the plane. Now we don't know direction of friction force. What we are assuming? Friction force is down the plane. We are assuming, guys, just we know that friction force is along the plane. It may be upward, or it may be a downward. It can be any way. But what we are assuming? Friction force is what? What we are assuming? Friction force is what? Down the plane. That is what our assumption. Our assumption may be a wrong. Guys, see the point. Our assumption is what? Our assumption may be a wrong. Friction force may be upward also. But what we are assuming? We are assuming friction force is, see, friction force is along the plane, that is compulsory. But we are assuming that friction force is what? What we are assuming? Friction force is what? Down the, what, guys? Down the plane. Down the plane, that is what we are assuming. Now, this Rn is in which direction? Directly in y direction. Fr is in what? Negative x direction. Okay, F are in what? Negative x direction. But what about this F? Neither in x direction nor in y direction. So in such type of scenario, what we are going to do? In such type of scenario, what we are going to do? We are going to form a triangle. Sorry, we are going to form a rectangle. And how to form a rectangle? See, we are going to draw one dotted line parallel to the plane. Okay, another line. See the perpendicular to the plane from this point. See the point. How I am going to draw a rectangle here. Drawing a rectangle is very, very important task, and you should be expert with taking such type of components. Okay, so we are drawing a rectangle like this. Okay, see, one side of rectangle means these two sides parallel to the plane. These two sides is what, guys? Perpendicular to the plane. So how is the component in this scenario? One component is what, guys? Along the plane. See the scenario here. This is what, a one component. Okay, this is one component along the plane, and other component is what, guys? What about other component? Perpendicular to the plane. See, this angle is what? 45 degree. Then by default this angle is also, guys, what? Angle between horizontal and incline will also what, guys? 45 degree. So this component will be what? So this is what, our F. Okay, see the point here. So what about this component? This component will be what? F? No, here this component is what? F cos 40, and this component will be what, guys? This perpendicular to the plane. F sin 45. See the point here. Okay, good. Okay, what about next, guys? Here, see, 250G is also not in x direction, neither in x nor in y. Okay, so in such type of scenario, what we have to do? We have to do what? What we have to do? We have to make a components. And how to make component? One is perpendicular to the plane and another is parallel to the plane. Okay, so for that purpose, I am going to draw one dotted line. See scenario, perpendicular to the plane. See this dotted line. Another parallel to the plane. We are going to form a rectangle. See this one. Okay, guys, everyone getting my point? See the scenario here. How I am taking a component. Taking a component is also an important task here. Okay, don't worry, you will become expert in taking such type of components in few days. Okay, because in lot of questions we are going to take a component like this. Okay, so this is what, this angle will be what, guys? So whatever this angle will also what? 45 degree. Okay, then this component will be what? What about this component? Okay, this is what, one component parallel to the plane. Okay, what will be the value of this component? What will be this component, guys? 250G 45. Okay, good. And what about this component perpendicular to the plane? 250G cos 45. Okay, guys, are you okay with drawings? Anyone have any doubt in this discussion? Okay, now object is what, guys? Here in this scenario, what? Object is what? Stationary. If the object is stationary, what is our assumption is that? Means not assumption, it means it is in equilibrium. And if it is in equilibrium, it means what? Summation of forces in x direction and summation of forces in y direction is what? 0. What are the forces here in x direction? What are the forces here in x direction? See the scenario here. What are the forces here x direction? Summation of forces in x direction equal to 0. What are the forces? First of all, F cos 45. What about F cos 45, guys, here? Up the plane means positive. Then 250G sin 45. Down the plane means negative, means, and then FR is also what? Negative. We assumed, we don't know exact direction of FR, just we assumed down the plane. That is what we assumed, guys. See the scenario here. So what? We will start with what, guys? F cos 45. Then what will be the F cos 45 after that? It is up the plane, so that's why positive. 250G sin 45 is what? Down the plane. Minus 250G sin 45. Guys, check it. If I have done any mistake, please let me know. Okay, quickly. So F cos 45, 250G is what? Sin 45. Then what will be the scenario? No. We are taking, no, not Rn. Here no Rn. Rn directly in y direction. Here we are taking component in x direction. then friction force only. Okay, so minus Fr, see the scenario here. What guys? Minus Fr is equal to what? 0. So Fr will be equal to what? F cos 45. Fr will be equal to what guys? Fr will be equal to what? F cos 45 minus 250G sin 45. Okay. Any doubt in this discussion guys? Everyone please check it. So Fr, F is how much guys? How much they have given us? 1800 cos of 45 minus 250 into 9.81 into sine of 45. Please everyone, okay, try to see the scenario. Okay, so friction force Fr. So please everyone do the calculation. Everyone please do the calculation. This calculation. So 1800, what guys? 1800 multiplied by cos 45 minus 250 multiplied by 9.81 multiplied by sine of 45. How much will be? Minus. Okay, don't worry, don't worry about minus. If you are getting any 1, or we can take 3872 Newton. It means if we are getting, our assumption is what guys? What we assumed? We assumed Fr is what? Down the plane. That is what our assumption. Okay, but our assumption was what? Our assumption was wrong. So what is the scenario? So Fr will be what guys? So according to our assumption is what? Down the plane. Our assumption is what guys? Down the plane. Okay, that is what our assumption. This is what our assumption, down the plane. Okay, but actually is what? Fr is what? We will write down positive value 461.3872 Newton, and it means what guys? We are getting negative means what? Whatever direction we assumed, it is a wrong one. So that's why what will be our, we are getting, whenever we are getting negative answer of any force, it means our assumed direction is what? Wrong. It means what guys? So instead of down the plane, or it must be what guys? Up the plane. Okay, so this is what our answer of Fr. Okay, any doubt in this discussion guys? Any doubt in this discussion? Okay, good. So now what you have to do? First of all guys, write down the target. Just write down the target. After just write down the target, write down the given things. Okay, so first of all, write down these things. Okay, after these things, draw this drawing. After this drawing, write down these things. Okay, first, second, and then third. Okay, guys, any doubt in this point? Okay, everyone getting my point? Okay, please, everyone, write down this thing. Try to draw this drawing properly, everyone.